St. Louis sports fans, go deeper with STL Sports Central Insiders. Get exclusive access to Bernie, Randy, Claves, Jamal Mayers, and more. Plus, your chance to watch a Blues game in the alumni box with Jamal himself. Monthly giveaways, Bernie's columns all week, and support for local sports media. Join now at stlsportscentral.com. What's going on? Another edition of Cards Central 365 brought to you by DraftKings, where the crown is yours. Joe Roderick, Grant Salsman here with you on a Monday. And Grant, as we kind of continue to make our way through hot stove season, fittingly enough, you're wearing your Pittsburgh Steelers hoodie today because we try to match up and figure out who the best fit is going to be for a Cards possible trade of Brendan Donovan. An intriguing name kind of popped up over the weekend where the Pirates might be in the mix for a guy like Brendan Donovan, which is crazy to think about, of the Pirates kind of going for it. But when you take a step back, when you look at everything involved, the Pirates could very well be the perfect team for a Brendan Donovan on a, 2 years left of arbitration type of deal. Yeah, a guy that won't be too expensive, which the Pirates are big fans of. Love that. Cheap. Yes. But that also will help you a lot. He will produce a lot more than he's being paid, which they'll love. And it's kind of one of those things is the clock's ticking on Paul Skenes. When as far as Paul Skenes and the Pirates, the clock is ticking. The clock is ticking, which even then it still is like 4 or 5 years that you have him. But if the Pirates, it's twofold. One, it's if not now, then when? If you're the Pirates, if we're not competing within the next 5 years, when will we ever? But two, I'm not saying these next 2 years, but year 3, 4, 5 left on that deal. If the Pirates are competitors, winning NL Centrals or making the playoffs, then you can say, "Hey, Paul, look, we're building something here. Stay. We can pay you maybe a little less than the Yankees, but you can stay and be a hero here." Like that's the only way you get Paul Skenes to stay a Pittsburgh Pirate for life is actually be competitive, even if it's not so much saying, "Hey, we want to keep you here forever." It's for one more contract. We have the best pitcher in baseball right now. Let's go try to sneak into a wild card spot or go try to win the NL Central. And maybe he'll shove while we have him and see how far you can go with that, because you see in the postseason what having one dominant pitcher can do. If you know that you're getting him on the mound for 2 games in a series, you have a real good shot at advancing in that series. So you bring in a guy like a Brendan Donovan who can be a spark plug of the offense. You know that you can plug him in anywhere defensively and he's going to be fine. And then, they have said they've come out and they've said, "Hey, we're going to spend some money. We're going to be aggressive on trades." You go and you get Brendan Donovan on the cheap. Yeah. What if you go and on a 2-year deal sign a Kyle Schwarber? And go and now you've added 2 guys that are going to hit in the top 3 of your lineup. You have Paul Skenes, you have Bubba Cunningham or Bubba Chandler. I'm sorry, in there. Connor Griffin. You have guys now. You already know that there's plenty of potential there with O'Neal Cruz. Yeah, and now you're putting together something. There's a possibility with a stud pitcher to crack a window, but he still can't beat the Cardinals. Hey, so this is but hey, we're gonna make a run at the NL Central. Well, yeah, for the NLCS, maybe we're gonna try to get to the NLCS this year. Yeah, because look at the Tigers 2 years ago with Scooble. They made it all the way to the ALCS. Like, if you can get to that let's break it down like this. If you can have Skenes pitch a wild card game, that's a win. We need one more win. If you can have him pitch 2 NLDS wins, let's just find one more. Yeah. And we're in the NLCS. Like, obviously, it's a lot. I'm making it sound a lot simpler than it is, but it sounds like a pipe dream, Joe. Like, I don't think one it is, but multiple things. I don't think that if the Cardinals are shopping Brendan Donovan, and let's say they get pretty similar deals between the Pirates
and I don't know who's a contender. The Mariners. I'm just throwing names out there. And Brendan Donovan says, "Hey, this is the same exact deal. You guys are happy with both? Please send me to the Mariners. Don't send me to Pittsburgh." And on top of it,
if it doesn't,
it's a division rival. So what if you are the Cardinals and you have two similar deals between the Pirates and someone else, you will send him to the other team. You do not want to trade Brendan Donovan in the division. The Pirates would have to blow you away with an offer, I think, to accept a trade to the Pirates. Like, interdivision trades are rare, and it would have to be blown away for that to happen.
They do have quite a few young arms.
Are they going to give them up
in their top 30? And if you are saying that you have Chandler and Skenes and some other arms there, and you have a plethora of arms because you have been drafting so high for so many years, there is a match there that could definitely be made if that's the case. As far as the interdivision stuff, I do want to quickly just point out, before we get to that, I do want to take a break and remind people, because this is a big day. It's November 17th. And that means that you can get on that DraftKings Sportsbook app on your phone, and you can start to create that account, because December 1st, that is when it's here, Missouri. Big news. It's almost your turn to get in on the game. The DraftKings Sportsbook is coming on December 1st. Soon you'll get fast payouts when you win, a safe and secure app that's easy to use, and promos that keep the action going all season long. That's why it's America's top-rated sportsbook app. Download the DraftKings app now. Use the code STL Sports. And new Missouri customers, when you sign up today, you will score $300 in bonus bets when we go live on December 1st. That's code STL Sports for DraftKings. The crown is yours in partnership with DraftKings Sportsbook.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 and over. Physically present in Missouri. Eligibility and restrictions apply. Subject to regulatory licensing requirements. Bonus bets are non-withdrawable and expire 7 days after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gaming resources, see sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos.
And a big day here on STL Sports Central, because it is the launch of our Insider program. Cards 365 continues to be free each and every day, but go and check out stlsportscentral.com and find what other things you'll be able to get with that Insider membership, and join today for all of that. Now, you mentioned the interdivision trades. We've seen the Cardinals and the Pirates work together before, most recently in 2022, where it was where the Cardinals were able to go out and acquire Jose Quintana for Johan Oviedo.
Yes.
So you saw then that the two sides had no problem working together.
Yeah.
So,
but my thing is, does an in-season trade, how different is that? Because an in-season trade, when the Pirates know they're done and they need to get something, whereas shopping Brendan Donovan before could, one, help the Pirates become contenders, hurts you more, and you're supplying the enemy. Or at least if before the season starts you're supplying someone else, it's not as bad. If you're already out of it in June, like, they don't look at it as, oh, well, now the Cardinals or Pirates might go win the World Series, we're screwed. Like, it's not that. They don't care, I don't think, that much about how other teams perform once you're out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I do think if you are the Cardinals in this case, two different things to look at. First of all, if the Pirates are serious about making aggressive trades, you could get more back in return for that.
And you can tax them more for being the interdivision.
So, and then if it works out, say they do go on a nice little run, and say that they decide to start spending money, there always is the possibility, as we get into the new CBA, that we are going to see divisions change.
It's true.
And maybe in 3 years, the Pirates aren't even in your division anymore.
That's a tough way to think about it, though. about
Do you
changing
have,
divisions.
if you're thinking long-term trades, if you're trading somebody in their 20s, and is that has to be in the back of your mind.
I don't think the division's changing are.
And I feel like that's got to be something in the back of your mind that you have to at least consider. We might not have to if they turn into a powerhouse, we might not have to deal with them.
I just don't think so. I really don't. At least maybe with the Pirates. If this was the Cubs or like,
but the Cubs
Brewers,
are good. You know that you're never going to be separated from the Cubs.
Yeah.
Like you will always be in a division with the Cubs. The Brewers, I think that I would think that front offices, that ownership has an idea.
Yeah.
If we're headed this direction, here's what it looks like. And
maybe
St.
you could
Louis
still,
and Pittsburgh not probably is going to stay.
And maybe you could still kind of armbar them and giving me more because you're a division rival, but you aren't going to be a division rival for much longer. Like I see your point. I don't think they're operating under that pretense though.
It's just another team of the, honestly, 29 teams that should be interested in a player with the talent of Brendan Donovan, especially with his contract. But it's another element to look at. Would the Cardinals be serious about trading within their own division with their top player? Let us know in the comments. Let us know what you think. And if you know that Pirates farm system, what do you want back from them? How much do you want back from them? How big should they go to get a return like a Brendan Donovan? Leave your responses in the comments. We'll check those out as the day goes on. Until then, he's Grant Salsman. I'm Joe Roderick. This has been another edition of Card Central 365, sponsored by DraftKings. The crown is yours.